We're at the bathroom right now, trying to record this story. The story of Spectre Gadget by Jack Spellbinder. So, let's recap to the med. I was Mandy's double fanfic. The ending is so very complicated. I mean, no, it's not really complicated, but it was so clever. I mean, the wedding, they're still focused towards the wedding of Talon and Penny. And then, Penny said that she still didn't have the permission of Gadget allowing them to get married. So Talon was like, went to Gadget, then asked for an autograph, then kaboom! The wedding might be on Christmas, and it's almost Christmas next Friday. Next Friday is Christmas. This might be the best gift ever by an stranger. And then, I love how the author started to open the topic of Talon's mother. I mean, how many times did I say I mean? I mean, there is no one ever mentioned about Talon's mother, his real mother. They only mentioned Mama Chloe, the way she said two little kitties, which is Dr. Toe and Dr. Claw, and that's all. And Talon had been, how many times I say I know. Talon is like kaboom. He is there. He went to HQ just to get the info about Claw's missing claw and save Claw from the iceberg. And that will be a cool idea. So moving on to last story of Jack Spellbinder, season 5. I'm so bad at speaking English today. Sorry, I'm so sorry. The Wedding of Penny and Talon by Jack Spellbinder. They ruined the title. It should be something more not so specific for the title of a fanfic. It spoiled the whole fix, because we already know that there will be a wedding about them. So the episode, Spectre Gadget season finale, as Penny and Talon's wedding day approaches, there are scores to settle, dark secrets to discover, and final encounter with Dr. Claw. Yes. Oh my god. I was cut off by my father, but let's dive into the story. I keep reading stories before I sleep because I can't sleep. I have insomnia. Well, let's go. I made a lame excuse for my mother to do my projects, but I'm so very tired of doing any schoolworks right now, and this is okay. Thanks for loving you. Wow, can we see your work anywhere? Oh my goodness! Oh my god! Oh, after you finish this. Oh my god! We got. Oh, the author just noticed me. Oh, I uploaded. Some of it in my Instagram account, of course. Oh my goodness, they just noticed me. Like he said, thanks Telonix for your lovely comments, and you've always This. Wow, can we see your work anywhere? See, the end of epilogue for my plans for comes next. There may be some one-shots for, or feel free to add your own. Oh, okay, whatever. Penny gadgets. Oh no, you added, you added. I mean, this is chapter 1, okay. You added the last name for Penny to make it Penny Claw. Oh my god! Look, this is so smart. Penny Gadget stepped out of the gadget mobile and turned to face the church. Church. Church! They're gonna get wedding in the church! Uncle Gadget had equipped the vehicle with flowers and white ribbons, especially for the occasion, but it still looked like it belonged to the police, so did her escort. True, Gadget was in a morning suit, but with a light gray trench coat on top and a top hat that concealed all his usual gadgets just in case. Crying. I mean, she was just only 16 years old. Her 16 age has a lot. It's a lot of. It's a roller coaster ride. I mean, he just turned 16. Then Talon came at HQ to give her some rocket boots, and then she got framed by Talon. Then kaboom! And he was doing everything just to make her join mad and make them be together. Then the humdinger thingy, humdinger plot thingy. Then musical madness. They confess. They became together. Then at the very right back, it's about them working together to get the AI, or the artificial intelligence thingy from. Then Penny witnessed Talon kissing Ruby. Then it's so very, then at the next next day or whatever, he show him what? Oh, I get think more. He show her his childhood were to make him accept by her. And then the next fic, I mean after them solving the Chubby Talon incident thingy made by Al and made by Talon, he proposed. And Penny accepted this because, they're together, whatever. And, oh my god. That was Mandy's double. He did everything to get her and be with her. And he even these guys has gone too far, so Talon switched to good to evil mood, then just to say Penny. And then Talon let's sign Gadget the papers, then kaboom, mothers. I wonder what happened about the matter. Then she's gonna get married at 16? Oh my god, that is so young for them to get married. But whatever, it's love. Maybe Talon doesn't want Penny to go to find another boy better than him. So that's his chance. She really, really, really love him. Her. He really, really love her so much so that he can't let her go. It was just like his hair. When someone touches it, he became aware and, he became bad. He will not He will do anything for someone not to touch his penny. Mm-hmm. So yeah, let's continue. Ew, no! It's been 10 minutes already. I'm just ranting shit. Penny Gadget stepped out of the Gadget mobile and turned to face the church. Uncle Gadget had equipped the vehicle with flowers and white ribbons, especially for the occasion, but it still looked like it belonged to the police. So did her escort. True, Gadget was in a morning suit but with a light gray trench coat on top and a top hat that concealed all his usual gadgets, just in case. She was dressed in a simple but beautiful white gown and veiled headdress decorated with small white flowers. Oh, her bridesmaids were in pink, carrying the bouquet. Caitlin looked cheerful and happy, but Penny wasn't so sure about the gadgetinis. Ah! He added the gadgetinis! Reactivating them to make up the numbers had seemed like a good idea, but Digit looked embarrassed in a dress and flowers made Fidget sneeze. Oh my god! He added! I wish there was Sean thingy. It was too late now. Everyone was waiting this. It was too late now. Everyone was waiting. These were her last moment before becoming a claw. Oh! She only hoped Talon's reform was genuine. Claw! Penny Claw. Oh no! In my EU reboot, Talon's going to get the last name of Uncle of Gadget because he doesn't like being a claw. But I like the word Talon Claw. Inspector Gadget's arm extended slightly and she took it. He gave her a smile. Are you ready? Penny nodded. Together they mounted the steps and entered the church. Oh! I'm crying. It's been a long year since the Unicorns together. Pipe music came through speakers. The wedding march. In the absence of an organist, Professor was running the sound system for the day. Brad was already in a suit, an usher having shown everyone to their seats. Although the wrong breed to be a sheepdog, he had the skills. She heard gasps of appreciation as they moved along the aisle. She felt very young to be a bride. She hoped Uncle Gadget didn't trip up or accidentally activate his skates or skis or a missile. She stole some glances to left and right. Her side of the church was well populated. Everyone was here from HQ. How about the virus? Chip Quimby and Gary and Micah and all of the other agents. At least security was good. Poor Talon, he had hardly anyone here, but she could see Dr. To and William, and she realized with the start that they had reached the altar. Talon turned to face ugly cry. Oh my god! They added William! Oh my god! Well, I had a question. Who is Dr. Toll to Talon and William? Is he his father or just uncle too? And she realized with a start that they had reached the altar. Talon turned to face her. She has talked him out of getting married in combat gear, and he was in a suit he now wore for missions. Huh? She had talked him out of getting married in combat gear, and he was in the suit he now wore for missions, with a silk shirt and jazzy tie. She had forbidden purple, but his hair was still in spikes. He had never fully stopped being the villain. Uncle Gadget was still beside her. Penny giggled nervously. You'll have to let me go now. Gadget nodded a little sadly as he moved away. His arm went on extending. It was still linked through Penny's. Then suddenly it snapped back like a tape measure and into its socket. There was embarrassed laughter. Penny turned to face Talon. He put his hands out and lifted her veil. Penny had never seen him look so handsome. I'm crying. This is so beautiful. The service began. There were hymns and prayers. Penny went through all her responses automatically as if going through security checks at work. She hoped no one would object to the marriage. No objections came. And before she knew it, the key moment had arrived. The minister cleared her throat. Oh, do you? No! Why Melodious? It's supposed to be Thelonious! Why? Why? Okay. Do you, Talon Thelonious Claw, take Penny Root Gadget to be your lawfully wedded wife? Talon didn't hesitate a moment before saying, I do. Paano ba to? Oh my god, I need to change. I do. I do. I do. I do. Paano ba yung boses ni Talon? I forgot the voice of Talon. I do. And you, Pennyroot Gadget, take Felony's Claude to be your lawfully wedded husband. Penny looked at Talon, at the minister. She glanced back towards Uncle Gadget. Then the whole church gasped as she said, I can't. Oh no! Why? Why? Why did you do that? Why? Why, Pen? Why? I mean, she's not fully sure about Talon being her husband. It was just a bit. Oh my goodness. Why, Pen? Why? So it makes sense for her to say I can't so that the story go very long. Nice thinking, Jack Spellbinder. Okay. Why did you say I can't? The preparation, the money you spend, the expenses you lose for that special wedding, Pen. Why, Pen? Why? 7 weeks late. Ah, my God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, 7 weeks earlier. Oh. Oh. No wonder why Penny's waiting for the objection. 7 weeks earlier, Talon stood at the open front door of the Gadget apartment, staring at the woman Muja, who had just arrived. You can't be my mother? The woman smiled wearily. Why not? My mother's dead. Both my parents died in a plane crash when I was a baby. Your father did, the woman said, and I was meant to, but I escaped the wreckage. She brushed aside her big mane of dark curls. Talon and Penny saw a nasty scar that ran down her right cheek and across her neck. I get it. Inspector Gadget was standing behind them. Quietly, he said, You better come in. His eyes looked for a name. You better come in. His eyes looked for a name. The woman smiled slightly. Ariand. They sat together in the living area. Gadget made coffee, but no one was drinking it. Brain was lying on the floor, looking just like an ordinary dog, but watching intently. Talon had gone quieter than Penny had ever known him. He was staring at Ariadne? I don't know. Unable to believe she was there. Penny could see him comparing himself with her, looking at his hands to see a tan like hers, then gazing into the dark eyes that closely matched his. Finally, very softly, he said, So? Ariane took a deep breath. I was born Ariane Claw. I'm Dr. Claw's sister. As you probably knew, our parents meet in a prison. We're a family of criminals. My brother created mad to rule the world, but I just wanted to have an ordinary life and an ordinary job and work with computers. Sounds like that's a talent we have in common. In fact, that's what we named you, talent, not talent. Who's we? Ariane held up her. What the fuck, talent? Oh my god! This is so lame! The name talent! Oh my god! I look like I'm lame. No. Oh, my mental illness is very bad. Having a bad condition right now. Oh no, I'm getting wet. Talent, not talent. Oh my goodness. Was we? Ariane held up her hands. For once, Talon listened to someone. He fell silent. Penny could see there was already a bond between mother and son. I read computer science at college. The family paid on condition I use my skill for math, but I didn't want to spend my life skulking in lairs or in jail. I was already getting offers when I graduated, so I took them and never went home. I was working in computer animation design. I met my husband there, your father, David Morales. You're really Talent Morales, not Talon Claw. You were born a year after we were married. Oh no! Kinky! Horny! Yo! Talon's parents were really horny. Yeah, horny. I mean, they made Talon before they get married, you know? Wow, Talent Morales? No! Oh, no, bitch. No, bitch. Talent Morales? I don't like it. I want Tyler Morales. I want... in that case, Penny should be called Penny Morales, not Talon Penny Claw. I don't like Penny being a claw because of the history of claws and gadgets. So, what else? You're really Talent Morales, not Talent Claw. You were born a year after we were married. There was a small smile on her face as she remembered those times, but now it faded. Talon leaned nearer, analyzing Ariane, looking into her face for any sign of a lie. But he saw only truth, and the uncertainty faded as he took out a crumpled document and showed it to him. It's your birth certificate, state of Metro City. Talon looked at it. So what happened? Your Uncle Irving happened. Uncle Claw. I believe you call him. After that first year, he discovered where I was. Mama was always on at him to produce an heir, but he had none. So he chose you. He ordered me to leave David, return home, and bring you. Like a fool, I disobeyed him. Then David and I were flying to South America to work on digital effects for a movie. We'd left you with a neighbor. We were only supposed to be gone for 2 days. Your uncle had links with the airline mid-flight. Oh my god. Your uncle must have had links with the airline. Mid-flight, the controls locked and the pilot bailed out. The plane crashed. Almost everyone on board was killed, including your father, but I just managed to get clear before the wreck blew up. I found out much later that your uncle sent round the guys with guns to fetch you, and you know the rest. He became your guardian and changed your name and made you his henchman and his heir. Talon was still quiet, but his eyes were narrowed and his fists were clenched. Oh no! Oh no! So, why didn't you come back for me? Don't you think I wanted to? Didn't you think I miss you every day? Oh, it wasn't long before Avery found out I'd survived, but by then he had you. He told me I could never return home. If I did, something would happen to you. So I stayed in South America and worked there. I'm a software developer. And now? Aryan shrugged. I thought it was time. Safer now. You're almost a man. And when I saw you on TV, HQ agent protecting the president, and when I heard you're about to get married, it was Gadget's turn to look shocked. Married? Talon sat, gazing at the woman for a moment longer. Then he leaped to his feet, and with incredible strength overturned the coffee table. Glass and cups shattered, and hot liquid streamed across the floor. No! No! He's mad! Our baby is mad! No! Why you make him mad? You piece of woman, piece of shit! Then he leaped to his feet with incredible strength, overturned the coffee table. No! Glass and cups shattered and hot liquid streamed across the floor. He stormed out of the apartment, slamming the door. Penny ran after him. Talon! Talon was moving fast, even for him. He was taking the steps up to the roof terrace, the scene of their earlier encounter with the network. Oh, yeah. Penny stepped into the cold of a November evening. The sky was growing darker. Talon? Talon turned to face her. His face was set and hard, but his eyes looked anguished. He sounded like a small child in pain. I knew it was him. Always knew it was him. My dad and my mom. All those years. All the time thinking I was an orphan. She did it to protect you. She's a good person, Talon. Oh my god, Talon. Talon paused. Then he shook his head. No. Too late for that. I'm Talon. I'm a claw. True and true. He reached for his wrist and slapped himself into his black combat gear with a golden T on the belt. He checked his jet boots, preparing for takeoff. Penny caught her breath. Where are you going? Where are you going? Talon looked back at her. All emotion was gone from him now. He checked the laser weapon in its holster. Very calmly, he said, to kill Uncle Claw. Before Penny could react, he was a vertical takeoff, then disappeared over the rooftop. Oh, that's so hot! That's so hot! It's so hot! It's so hot for him to be like that. Oh my goodness. Oh, I am a simp of Talon Claw. What? Oh my god. He calmly, very calmly, he said, to kill Uncle Claw. Before Penny could react. Oh my god. When he's mad, he will, switch the razor to make him mad. With a golden T on the belt. Yes! This is going to be very long because this has chapters 10. Penny ran back to the apartment and told Inspector Gadget and Aryan what had happened. Talon's mother put a hand to her face. No, it's just what I feared. He's turned out like Irving. I should never have come back here. Inspector Gadget was still in shock. What was that about marriage? Penny didn't tell him he had signed the consent form half an hour ago. We need to find him. Shouldn't we tell HQ? No, not yet. We'll look for him ourselves. Penny fetched her jet boots. Yes, the gift, the present, had the present of talent for her 16th birthday and the marriage, of course. She set off across the skies of Metro City and its environs, while Uncle Gadget took the Gadget Mobile and searched by road. Arian stayed at the apartment in case Talon should return. Penny left Brain on guard. Though she felt sorry for Aryan, she didn't entirely trust any member of the Claw family. It was cold up here, not like the summer's days. Mm. Huh. So, Penny's birthday is May? Oh no, it's Talon's birthday in November. Sorry, I cried like literally because of the wedding. But whatever. It was cold up here, not like the summer's day when she had first flown with Talon. May, I see. Thankfully, her boots had lights on them, but it wouldn't be easy to find a flyer dressed in black. Penny used her codex to check out every known meddler. The trouble was, Dr. Claw had so many. She had no idea where he might be, but she supposed Talon did. She had Talon's DNA on file from past investigations, so he should have been easy to track. But there was no sign of him anywhere. The city was still reeling from the presidential election. There were lots of protesters around, with candles and torches, some supporting Bobby Dazzler, others refusing to admit that President Burger was losing. Eventually, it was so late and so dark that Penny had returned home. She was freezing and starving with a look of apology. Arian left for her hotel. They promised to call her if there was news. Penny helped to clear away the broken remains of the table. Then Inspector Gadget found what crockery they had left and made more coffee for them all, and some omelettes in a pan that came from beneath his hat. Penny had to force herself to eat. Finally, Gadget said, "So, when were you going to tell me about this wedding?" Penny swallowed a mouthful of omelette. "I did try. Quite a few times." "I know he's your friend, Penny, but he's still a claw. They're dangerous. You saw it tonight. Wowzers, I never saw this coming." Penny felt tears pricking behind her eyes. "I don't think it can ever happen now. Why did that woman have to come back here? Talon was fine." "She's his mother, Penny. He wanted her. He needed her. I'm sure you know how that feels." Penny closed her eyes. They waited up another half hour, watched the 11 o'clock news. Penny was dreading to hear that the well-known criminal mastermind, Dr. Claw, had been murdered, but there was nothing about Matt at all. It was all about the election, and President Burger refusing to admit defeat. He was going to shoo everybody and had totally won. Finally, Penny went to bed. She was woken at 8 a.m. by Uncle Gadget shaking her. One hand was doing this at a distance on the end of an extended arm. The rest of him was in his room getting ready. "Henny, we need to get into HQ now. They got Talon. He's in cell." "Oh no! Oh no!" "What the fuck? No, Penny!" Penny sank back onto her pillow. Her worst fears were confirmed. "Has he?" "I don't know what he's done. Chip Quimby just wants us there. He doesn't sound happy. I wonder if his indigestion again." Penny showered and dressed quickly, and they made for the Gadget Mobile. They flew to work literally. Inspector Gadget made a bumpy landing in the car park. They met Quimby in the basement, outside the holding cells. "He's in the one. He was in a state of tension. The professor got this new laser tranquilizer. He gave him a shot. I think he might have overdone it a little." Penny opened the panel in the cell door. She, still in his black outfit, Talon was rolling around the bed and giggling. "What the fuck?" "Ha! Look at me! I'm Humpty Dumpty! I'm gonna fall off the wall! Look!" He rolled over and landed with a thump on the floor. the fuck, Talon? Penny led them along the corridor and into an interview room. He closed the door and checked to make sure no comm system were on. First, you can tell me what happened last night and why one of our trainees agents was apprehended this morning with a laser weapon, having broken into Dr. Claw's new underground lair. Underground, thought Penny. So that was why they hadn't found Talon. They told him what had happened the night before. Chip Quimby looked grave. It seems our agents were in time to prevent a serious incident, but Talon still near wreck an intelligence operation that taking months to plan. This high level, too high even for you, Gadget. Top brass wants mad in network too. And the network gone. We've been working hard to track Claw down once and for all. Until last night, it seems we were about to succeed. We broke in, arrested numerous mad agents, and her. He pointed to a corner of the room. Penny saw a cat basket rocking from side to side. Within, Mad Cat was hissing and spitting. Penny saw scratch marks on the back of Chip Quimby's hand. So, what went wrong, Chief? Gadget asked. Chip Quimby paused, looked around again to make sure no one was listening before he said, Dr. Claw has disappeared. Oh no! Why he disappeared? Oh no! Because of the 5 million thing? Inspector Gadget wasn't wearing his usual cheerful expression. His face was hard as that of Talon the previous night. Finally, he said, Chief, I should have been in on this. I should be the one to arrest Dr. Claw. All our mission, all the times we came so near, all the times Penny and I fought mad plans and won. Yes. Penny began. Then she looked up to her uncle. Hey, did you say our mission? Gadget gave a small smile. I'm not totally out of it, Penny. I did notice all that help you given me before HQ, and since I put you up for a citizen's medal, 7 times actually, and recommended you for promotion twice. Penny looked at Chip Quimby in amazement. It's true, Penny, but we didn't want to accuse of favoritism, nepotism, giving you preference because your uncle's a world-famous detective, so we had to let you prove yourself on your own merits. You've done well, amazingly well, though you might want to look at your marriage plans. Oh, marriage! Penny looked from one to the other. Suddenly, everything seemed quite different. We still don't know better than any other agents, said Gadget. I think you might have trusted us, Chip. Chip Quimby thought for a moment. Okay, Gadget, I'll sign the authorization. You can lead the search for Dr. Claw. I suggest you start by visiting the underground lair, and don't thank your fiancé, Penny. Fiancé? I think it's the best we suspend him from duties for now. When he's recovered, he can take some compassionate leave. No, compassionate leave? Okay. Penny nodded her thanks. Later that day, the Gadgets returned to the Gadgetmobile and drove to the east side of the city. It was quite like old times. Inspector Gadget was following a holographic map and directions. This is where our agents found the lair and where Talon broke in. We'd better keep our eyes open, Penny. It's bound to be concealed very cleverly. He slammed the brakes as they nearly drove into a massive hole in the road. Penny could see steps leading down into the bowels of the earth. They got out of the car. Gadget, Penny, and Brain and made their way down. At the bottom of the steps, two metal doors had been blown open. Talon's work, thought Penny. Galing. That's so hot. I mean, I love how this author changed his iconic gum guns into lasers. That's so hot. Pun intended. Going right into the heart of the mad lair was a rare experience for her. It seemed strange to see the purple and twisted metal corridors completely empty. She wondered how many mad agents had passed through this underground base, and how many evil plans had been hatched here. Except for a couple more HQ agents, they had the place to themselves. They entered the main control room. Penny saw the computer console, the huge screen, and the high back chair. Gadget sneaked up on it cautiously, then spotted around. Mercifully, there was no bomb. I see the shape of Spectre Gadget in claw. I'm not adding any mother to Talon because she died. She died. She's a bitch. I used to dream of arresting him, Penny. It was just like this, except he was actually here. He went up towards the console. I wonder if there's any clue here. Penny cleared her throat nervously. Uncle Gadget? I wouldn't touch anything. There was a yell from behind her as Gadget touched a button and one of the HQ men disappeared through a trapdoor. There was a distant splash. It's okay, another agent said. We removed the piranhas. Oh, piranhas. Penny decided to intervene. Can I see? Maybe if we check his search history. The system was amazingly badly protected. Penny remembered Talon saying how bad Dr. Claw was with modern technology after all those years stuck in the ice. There was one password, which she soon guessed was Claw. Then she could see everything. They watched as an image of outer space appeared on the screen. Penny saw the Earth, then moon orbiting it. She saw images appear upon its surface. They looked like buildings, dome and cuboid shapes, with towers and aerials. Wowzers! Wowzers! Gadget stared at it. Mad setting up the base on a moon? They had never expected to make such a discovery, and so quickly, within moments, Penny had everything patched through the Chief Quimby at HQ. Later, they discussed their findings with him in his office. I had the professor run some scans, but there's no trace of anything like that on the moon's surface. If Mad has built the city, it will shield it from detection. And where on Earth? He corrected himself. Where would even Mad got the money to do something like that? It would cost billions. Maybe with the network too? Said Gadget. Even so. We've been in space, said Penny. I never saw anything. There was no more to do that day. The Gadgets completed their reports and went home. Penny checked in on Talon's first, but the duty officer at the cell told him he had already been released and compassionate leave had begun. Oh my god, there could be charges of burglary, but with that Dr. Claw around, no one was likely to press them. Penny prayed her thanks that Talon had become a murderer. Thank you. When they got back to the apartment, they found him waiting for them in the kitchen and Arya too. Talon must have used his key, then let her in. He was in his cardigan and jeans and looked incredibly relaxed. Penny wondered if the tranquilizer was still working. Oh no. Talon was enjoying a bowl of chili. Chili? Arya was at the cooker. I hope you don't mind. You wait till you try this, said Talon. He gave no hint of having planned an association the previous night. Aryan makes the best chili. I mean, do you want some more, sweetheart? I'm bad at reading! Do you want some more, sweetheart? Aryan loaded up Talisman. Thanks, Mom. Oh, cute! Oh, cute! Oh, cute! Oh, cute! You see, Mom? It seemed quickies to agree, so the gadget sat down the dinner straight away. Aryan was indeed a wonderful cook. She had even cooked some extra to go in Brain's bowl. He seemed to like her now. The TV was on in the background. Penny saw the images of the ivory tower appear on the screen. Hey, look! We were just there recently. Tama ba? Si Talon ba nagsabi nun o si Penny? She reached for the remote and turned up the sound. All of them stopped eating and listened as they heard the newscast. The whole nation has been rocked by the news that, following his refusal to concede the election, President Burger has disappeared. He was last seen in the circular office at noon today and has now completely vanished off the face of the earth. Oh no. Wait, be right back. Pun intended. Okay, I'm back. I wish the karaoke thingy outside wasn't heard in this recording. The extended Gadget family sat and stared at the TV. Rumors are as yet unconfirmed that the Ivory Tower has a secret escape tunnel for use in time of war, and that the president's private jet was seen taking off from a private airfield just outside the capital. When asked to confirm these reports, the president's staff branded them fake news. We'll bring you more. Talon put his fork down. Holy macaroni! He wasn't going to accept the defeat, said Penny. Do you think it's got anything to do with Dr. Claw disappearing? I don't know, Penny, said Gadget. He looked thoughtful. Go, Gadget, head scratcher! A spare hand came out of his head and gave it a scratch. I guess there's nothing we can do for now. We need to concentrate on finding Claw. It felt weird to Penny when the morning came, setting out for HQ without Talon. He had become so used to him being around. He announced that he was going to spend the day with Ariad. I'm taking her sightseeing. Then for lunch, that place I went with you, Pen. We got a lot of catching up to do. Penny felt oddly jealous. Still, at least Talon's mother should be able to keep him out of trouble. With the arrival of the first vaccines, HQ agents were now safe to return to work. Inspector Gadget, Brain, Penny, and Kayla attended Professor Bolfixton's lab, where he was checking over the captured mad cat. She was on a table, surrounded by a force field, and was still hissing and spitting angrily, paws on thin air trying to get free. The professor was monitoring her on a console nearby. This is incredible! She's nothing like any cat I've ever seen before. Of course, I'm no vet, but the metabolism seems all wrong. Maybe Dr. Claw augmented her? Said Gadget. Added mechanical parts like mine. No, it's all organic, but there's something strange here. They all crowded round to see a screen. Something in the DNA doesn't belong, like a decoded message. He reached and slid up a control. I wonder if I can activate it. They heard a high-pitched whine. Mad Cat was still scrubbing to escape. Then Penny was the first to hear a ticking sound. You hear that? Maybe it's programmed to activate after an interval. Too late, they'll realize what it was. The professor grabbed everyone within reach. Down! They all dived behind the console just as there was a massive explosion on the table. A ball of flame mushroomed, then disappeared in a cloud of smoke. Kayla popped her head up. Wow! Mad Cat just has She put a hand to her mouth. I've got a cat! Oh, I feel sick! You blew a cat! You blew up a cat! The professor was already back at the controls. Don't worry, I think I can set your mind at the test. I think I can set your mind at rest. I see now it wasn't Mad Cat or a real cat at all. It's some sort of clone. That was why it didn't respond properly. Almost a sort of organic robot, though with the personality and memory banks of the original. Turn into bomb? Gadget's eyes popped out literally. He directed them back in. Wowzers! So where's the real Mad Cat? Kayla asked. I have no idea. The professor tapped at the keyboard. Thank goodness for the first generator, or we wouldn't be standing here now, and neither would us this building. The cat our agents captured must have been some sort of a prototype, an experiment model. Penny's blood ran cold. What if they do that with people? Copy them, walking around in the world outside, and then... Bang! Bang! Yes, thanks, Kayla. I'd better make a report to Chief Quimby at once, said the professor, in case that plan had already begun. After an exploding cat, the rest of the day, I knew it. That's why Penny's not sniffing or something. Good work. The rest of the day, something of an anticlimax, Penny did some research into cloning, read intelligence reports for any sign of Dr. Claw, and watched the news every hour for further news of the president. But she drew a complete blank on all counts, nor was there any progress as the days went by. There was no reports of further activity from either MAD or the network. I love it when they add the network. I'm slapping the water. I guess I slapped the part where there's a hole. Okay. Nor was there a race when there were no reports from either neck. President Burger really did seem to have vanished, along with Dr. Claw. In the capital there was turmoil, with no president and no one to begin the handover of power. If they were Mad's doing, they would soon have everything they had always wanted, a country in chaos. There was no trace of any activity in space, either. When the Professor Technology failed to find any, they took a trip to the Metro Space Center and used their satellites. The moon's surface looks just as it had when the astronauts landed there, a half century earlier. Talon looked so relaxed and happy. Now he had a mother. Penny began to realize how much she had longed for one all these years. Ariane came over a lot and cooked for them, and at weekends they went on day trips to Metro Hall and the Metro Gallery and out into the countryside. Penny felt she was skiving on those occasions, but what could they do? Ariadne's so suspicious. Ariadne seemed very settled back in home in the Metro City. She was talking of finding work here and getting her own apartment. One day when Penny was first home from HQ, Talon was full of plans. He went to the city hall and for a church. Oh my god. He went to the city hall and your church and did the paperwork. It'll be Christmas wedding. Just like we wanted. The day before Christmas Eve. It'll be so romantic. Oh, Penny wasn't ready for a Talon who used words like romantic. You did that without me? We haven't even asked Uncle Gadget yet. What's the matter? I thought you wanted to marry me. I do, but it's so soon. I don't like being taken for granted, Talon. Well, Mom thinks. Oh, it's what Mom thinks now it is. Oh my god. Oh, it's what Mom thinks now, is it? I thought you broke with Mad to be free, Talon. What's the matter? You jealous or something? Just cause. I get. Just cause I've got a mother? There was a terrible silence, then Talon stepped forward. Oh, Penny turned and ran from the apartment. Oh shit. Can we... Penny wasn't ready for Talon to use words like, you did that? Without me? We haven't even asked Uncle Gadget yet! What's the matter? I thought you wanted to marry me. I do, but it's so soon. I don't like being taken for granted, Talon. Well, Mom thinks, oh, it's what Mom thinks now, is it? I thought you broke with Mad to be free, Talon. What's the matter? You jealous or something? Just 'cause I've got a mother? There was a terrible silence, then Talon stepped forward. Oh, Penny! Oh, I get it, because Penny doesn't have a mother. Penny turned and ran from the apartment. Her heart was thumping, her eyes were stinging, but she absolutely, positively was not going to cry. The awful thing was, he was right. She was jealous of Ariette and of Talon having a parent. The only parent she had ever known was Uncle Gadget, and although he had shown her nothing but kindness, she owed her career to him. She had always hated being the only kid in the class without a mother. At the corner of the block, and despite the darkening afternoon, building work was going on. There was barely a way past. Penny couldn't see what they were doing. There were lots of workmen and barriers and flashing lights and a big crane, but what? Penny suddenly saw the arm of the crane coming towards her. There was a big net hanging from it. Though it contained no cargo, she gave a scream as augmented by some unknown technology. By the net wrapped itself around her before she could get free. She was lifted off the ground. Then the crane had left the building site and was soaring along the main roads as if it were a car. Wait, I'm going. Oh, I almost slipped it to my ankles. Penny struggled and yelled, "Hey! Where are you? What are you doing? Put me down!" She twisted her head to see who was driving the crane. Then her heart stopped as she saw a blonde woman in a smart gray suit and a safety helmet. Penny had seen her before, but not yet met her. She was Lena Madrigal. She was a successful presidential candidate, and she was an agent of the network. I get it, net do work for, nets do work for kidnapping, pun intended. Penny fought against the net and yelled, but it was no good. Even if she had broken free, he would have been thumped into a busy road. She couldn't even move her arms to use her codex or her phone. Sorry, excuse me, I burped. The crane left the roads at last and drove into a large construction complex on the fringes of the city. There were more portacabins everywhere. Penny was lowered to the ground, none too gently, outside of one of them. Then two armed guards seized her and hustled her inside. The network was a lot less cartoonish than Mad. Their people didn't have uniforms, but they were much more vicious. These guns were not gum guns. Oh no. A single lantern lit the cabin. Penny was forced into a broken chair. Both guns remained trained on her. Lena Madrigal entered and approached. She was smiling. "So, this little girl who solves all the cases. I've been waiting for this. I'd be president now if you weren't for your porcupine boyfriend." Porcupine boyfriend! Oh my god, I love the call of Talon in here. Talon, porcupine boyfriend, spiky boy. Oh my goodness. "So, this is the little girl who solves all the cases. I've been waiting for this. I'd be president now if it weren't for your porcupine boyfriend." Penny remembered her training and kept her cool. "So, where is the president?" He's safe, said Lena. The fake news media were right. For once, he's left the capital and is in the hotel, whose location, of course, I won't disclose. He's hatched a plan, though he doesn't know who he's working with nor what our plans are. So, why do you need me? Lena held up a smartphone. Penny saw a picture of herself disguised as the president's daughter, Amanda. Oh no, I'm not being Amanda again. Oh no. I'm not being Amanda again. Oh, I think you will, if you want to survive, along with your uncle and fiancé and dog and anyone else I can think of. You see, Penny, Amanda's a successful vlogger. She has a huge social media following worldwide. If a video from her goes viral, it'll be great use to us. For what? For what? Lena smiled. There's a space race and the network has to win it. There's a space race and the network has to win it, she said. She threw down a garment bag and a carrier bag in front of Penny. Here's your Amanda outfit. Get this on. But the hair? It's grown back. There's a hat. People saw me on TV with the real Amanda. They know I'm the double. We're writing a script for you. It'll be on auto cue. And leave people in no doubt you're Amanda Burger. We'll analyze her videos and use all her favorite phrases. Now! Move! Penny got changed quickly into a comfortable design gear. The very cool hat was basically a derby and looked ridiculous on her. But once she put the shades on, she looked very much like the real Amanda. Penny, I wish HQ does use that instead of dyeing her hair. Then the armed guards escorted her out to the waiting car. It was a plain black vehicle like HQ used. They headed out of the city environs. Penny began to realize where they were going. She had been here only a few weeks ago. It was the Metro Space Center. She realized that all was not as it should be. There were armed guards at the gatehouse, and the new scientific staff around looked terrified. The network must have taken over. That things had moved so fast. Since she was last here, across the complex, she could see an enormous rocket of its launch pad ready for takeoff. She had no more time to think as she was hustled inside the main building and into a small office which seemed to have been turned into a mini TV studio. There was a single camera with auto cue facing a desk. Lena entered behind Penny. Sit at the desk. Now! Then read your speech, just as it's written in as Amanda, and remember, I want it one take and word for word. No trying to slip in messages to your friends and smile. Ganun ba talaga boses niya, no? I don't know. Oh no, 1 hour na pala to. This is the part 1, okay? Penny sat behind the desk. A moment later, a red light came on top of the camera. Penny forced herself to smile and tried to speak like Amanda. As the speech went on, her eyes grew wider and wider. She couldn't believe what she was saying. Hey there, peeps. I'm Amanda Burger, and I'm here to tell you about the great plans my dad's got this... Oh my goodness. Okay, retake. This is the last chapter for part 1. And next chapter is part 5. Part 2. Hi there, peeps. I'm Amanda Burger, and I am here to tell you about the great plans my dad's got for this nation. Thanks to everyone who's been asking after him, but he's good, and he's got wonderful news for you all. Even though the election was stolen from him, he's going to carry on leading you as your president, not from Earth, but from the space. That's right. For the last 2 years, he's been secretly setting up a space force with its first power base on the moon. And very soon, he'll sign an executive order to transfer power there. He's leaving for the moon base tonight. Okay, I'm ending this part 1 for the wedding of Penny and Talon. Bye! And we're back from the part 2 of the last story of the series, season 5 by Jack Spellbinder, The Wedding of Penny and Talent. We're on the chapter 6. Okay? Chapter 6. So prepare your tissues. I should prepare my tissues. Okay. It's not like her to go off alone. Inspector Gadget paced the living room, not with a brain or leaving message or something. Or something. He gave Talon a stern look. Did you two quarrel? Oh no. Faced with a police inspector as well as his mother and a faithful dog, Talon was looking at the floor. Something like that. Have you tried her phone? Harriet asked. There's nothing, said Talon. Phone, codex. Aryan turned to the TV. Oh, you might want to look at this. Talon turned the volume up. They all stared at the side of Penny / Amanda. For the last 2 years, he's been secretly setting up a space force with its first power based on the moon, and very soon he'll sign an executive order to transfer power there. He's leaving for the moon base tonight. Wowzers! The others all jumped. So that's what's been building up there. But why isn't it showing up on the scanners? I can't read good. But why isn't it showing up on the scanners? Talon asked. Inspector Gadget? Yes? Inspector Gadget? Yes. Gadget looked at Ariane with frown. That wasn't me. Huh? Inspector Gadget. Gadget realized where the woman's voice was coming from. Inspector Gadget? Yes? Yes? Gadget looked at Ariane with frown. That wasn't me. Inspector Gadget? Inspector Gadget! Gadget realized where the woman's voice was coming from. He looked back at the TV. Lena Madrigal's face appeared there, looking very smug. Inspector Gadget, we have your niece imprisoned at the Space Center. Now she's done some PR for us. We're keeping her as hostage. This space mission is the final stage in the network takeover. Once we have the puppet president on the moon with laser weapons, there's nothing we can do. And the capture of the world's most famous detective and Dr. Claw's nephew will show the world that Matt is gone and the network rules. If you hurt her, yelled Talon. Oh, be quiet, little boy. So, here's what you do. You drive to the Space Center, the two of you, alone. No fancy gadget, no HQ, and no backup. If you break just one of those rules, you know what happened to Penny. Report to the gatehouse when you arrive. Oh no, I love this Talon so much. He's so protective for his fiancée. Oh my god, I love this Talon so much. I'm dying. If you hurt her, yelled Talon, Oh, be quiet, little boy. So here's what you do. You drive to the Space Center, the two of you, alone. No fancy gadgets, no HQ, and no backup. If you break just one of those rules, you know what will happen to Penny. Report to the gatehouse when you arrive. The screen went black. Despite her brown complexion, Aryan was looking pale. I thought our family was so bad. Inspector Gadget paused. Then he straightened his tie and his hat. We'll just have to do what they say. Talon nodded. He went and gave his mother a quick hug. Oh, that's so cute. Oh. Then he headed for the door. Brain followed. Gadget looked at him. Brain, they didn't mention you. He saw Brain's expression. Okay, but keep out of sight. In the back seat. Arya stood alone, helpless. Good luck. In silence, the three HQ agents went. Oh, HQ agents, stop it. Woo! The three HQ agents went down to the gadget mobile and drove to the space center. Brain lay on the back seat, covered with his dog blanket. They reported at the in the gatehouse. Then the same two armed guards who had escorted Penny took them into the main building. They could sense excitement as they moved along the white-walled corridors. Scientists and technicians were bustling around, looking at clipboards and checking readouts on handheld devices. Gadget and Talon had seen the rocket. Its launch must be imminent. 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 What is imminent? Oh, it's already 6 minutes. They were hustled into the main control room. Across a massive wall screen was the moon with the base visible on its surface. On a monitor screen on a console was the number 50, the start of a countdown. A huge red button was labeled fire with three technicians sat in high-back swivel chairs with their backs to Gadget's party. Lena Madrigal entered, a look of triumph on her face. So, this is the famous Inspector Gadget, the scourge of mad. I expected better. Where's Penny? Shouted Talon. What have you done to her? Oh my god! I'm in love with this guy. He's a simp. Oh my god. Where's Penny? What have you done to her? Oh. Lena hesitated. Then she nodded. One of the guards moved away. I want you to see all of this. It's a moment in history, and who knows, we may need Amanda again. The guard returned, bringing Penny. She was without shades, but still in her Amanda clothes. Talon went to hug her, but the other guard pulled him away. Oh, cute! So cute nila! They're so cute to be a couple! My heart is so cute! They're so pure! Babies! Lena turned her attention to the technicians. One of them, a bearded, bespectacled young man, was now visible in the right-hand chair. Bring the president! Bring the president! The technician operated a control. A sliding door opened on the opposite side of the room. Then, along the corridor beyond it came President Burger. With him was the young woman intern the Gadget had met at the Ivory Tower. The president was wearing a spacesuit with a helmet under his arm. Lena smiled at them, the professional serving a client. All ready for boarding, Mr. President? The president seemed a little dazed, as if events had taken over him. As if events had overtaken him. Is there first class? I always have first class. Every comfort, said Lena. We even stole you some freeze-dried ice cream for you. President of Space. The president turned to the young woman. See you, sweetheart. You will look after everything until I get back. The intern nodded and smiled sweetly. Everyone's waiting out there for you, Mr. President. Oh no. The technician opened another sliding door in the time-honored fashion. There was a faint wisp of smoke from beyond. It was clearly the route to the rocket. The president fitted his helmet carefully over his wig. Then he wig. Then he marched across and disappeared into the smoke. Lena looked back at the technicians. Prepare for blast off! Oh, not quite yet. Huh? Oh, said a voice from the central chair. Not quite yet. Huh? Tama ba ako? Ay, tama ako. Oh, not. Oh, said the voice from the central chair. Not quite yet. Everyone froze. The chair spun round to reveal a lean, elderly man in a purple tracksuit and a t-shirt with the Wed logo. A black COVID mask covered most of his face, but the eyes were visible. A startling blue. His right wrist ended in a metal claw. Finally, it was Gadget who dared to move. He stepped forward and looked into the eyes of his oldest enemy. Oh no! It's Dr. Claw! Ah! I waited for this a lot of years. Are you the one I've been looking for all of my life? Show yourself! I want Gadget and Dr. Claw to be together because their dynamics is something, It's so powerful. It was Dr. Claw who spoke first. Gadget! Lena made a sign to the guards. Then Claw leaped out of the chair with a speed incredible for a man of his years. He drew a gum gun from his belt and fired one bolt after another, pinning Lena and the network agents to the walls. One of the guards aimed his own gun, but Claw fired straight into his face. The big man collapsed, clutching at the gum and crying. Arg! I can't breathe! I can't! Everyone watched as he subsided quietly on the floor. For once, Lena had nothing to say. Everyone was stunned except for Talon, who looked sulky. Oh, don't notice I'm here, will ya? Ay, mali. Kala ko si Talon. Oh my god, I love the part. I love this part. This is so powerful. Like, Dr. Claw appeared out of nowhere. Then, kaboom! He just shot a gum gun. Then everyone was stunned except Talon. Wow, this is so good. I think I'm not good at doing Talon expressions now. But I guess when I don't know. I'm just good at Henny. Oh, don't notice I'm here, will ya? Inspector Gadget cleared his throat. He had been longing to say these words for years, but he knew already they would sound lame. Irving Thelonious Claw, I'm arresting you for attempted world dominations. And he glanced at Talon. Oh, and for the murder of David Morales and several others. I have the catalog. Irving Thelonious Claw, I'm arresting you for attempted world domination. He glanced at Talon. And for the murder of David Morales and several others. I will have the catalog. There was a ferocious laughter from Claw. Say it again. I have so little amusement since he left. He looked at Talon, who took a step nearer to him. His voice was dangerously controlled. You killed my father, and you tried to kill my mother, your own sister! Tama ba? There was a snort of amusement from Claw. He was not too fit. He was not fit to marry a Claw, and your mother betrayed the family. For marrying the man she loved? Oh, Talon looked into the blue eyes. He could see the contempt in them. You could have been my heir, Talon. Had everything. I invested all I had in you. There was another snort. This time of duration. Clearly, I wasted effort. Your success was rate abysmal. Your vanity and your affection for her destroyed you every time. Oh, he indicated Penny. Just like your mother, you threw away your birthright to become an ordinary pathetic citizen in the primal world. Oh no. Oh no. He reached beneath the control panel. There was a loud meow as he produced a large and luxurious cat basket. Mad Cat, the real one, sat within, grinning. And now you can be an ordinary citizen in a mad world, ruled from the moon. The puppet president will be ours. He spun the gun round to face the technician. Prepare the blast off! Prepare for blast off! Actually, imagine that as Dr. Claw's voice, okay? The technician yelled and covered his face. Okay, whatever you say! He made himself busy at the controls. As Dr. Claw stepped over the smoke-filled door, he took one last look at Gadget, although the mask hid his face. Penny felt he was smiling. Penny felt he was smiling. Nothing to say, Gadget? No last-minute solution? No go-go, Gadget, here's the answer? Gadget's face remained impassive. His voice sounded as steely as his body as he said, "The Earth is well rid of you." Huh? The Earth is well rid of you. Claw's eyes blazed. Then he took up the cat basket and stepped through the door. It slid shut after him. The technician spoke into his mic. Are you ready there? Are you ready in there? Blast off in -100 seconds. The president's voice was heard over a speaker. Hey, what's this goofball? Ow! Penny winced as she heard the gum gun go off. She hoped President Burger had the sense to keep his mouth shut for once before Claw glued it shut for him. In all their missions, she had never felt so afraid. She tried to imagine what was coming. A world ruled by Mad, possibly at war with the network for control. With President Burger as their figurehead, there was a little point on marrying Talon right now. There was a little point marrying Talon now. They wouldn't survive long enough to enjoy their lives together. Penny forced herself to keep listening to the technicians as the seconds started to tick down, and the final countdown began. Blast off in -50 seconds. 40, 30, 20. They all watched as he heard for the red button. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no. Excuse me? Huh? Excuse me? The countdown halted with 1 second to go. The technicians had stopped over the button as the young intern spoke. She had been so quiet that everyone had forgotten she was there. They all stared at her. She put her hand up timidly like the shy kid in class. Sorry to interrupt and everything, but you do all know there's nothing up there? No base? There was a cue for the word. What? The moon base. The moon base. The intern pointed... butang ino. Oops, sorry. Babae pala yun. Excuse me? The countdown halted with one thing. Sorry to interrupt in everything, but you do all know there's nothing up there. No base. There was a cue for the word. What? The moon base. The intern pointed to its image on the wall screen. The Space Force. We made it up. We made it up? We made it up? Lena's eyes bulged. The president's been going on about his Space Force for 2 years. He seems to want something like between Starfleet and Thunderbirds. So in the end, we just told him it was all happening. The Space Army, the Space Base. It gave him something to think about. It gave him something to think about between Gob and attacking his opponents. But it's science fiction. There's nothing. She blushed a little. I assume you all knew. They all stared. Then there was a noise like air escaping from a balloon. It was Talon snickering. The snickering turned to laughter until tears were running down his cheeks. Penny gave her a glare. Ganun ba yun? Penny gave him a glare. Oh my god, I'm so bad at laughing. Oh, it's already 5 p.m. It's not funny, Talon. It's priceless! All his dream, all moonshine. Moonshine! Ha! Get it? Get it? Oh, I'm bad at voicing it. My voice is going to crack for like a minute. It's priceless! All his dream, all moonshine. Moonshine! Ha! Get it? The technician wasn't laughing. You mean we set up this mission for nothing? I guess we ought to tell them. Oh yeah? Talon stepped over to the control panel. Mind if I do? Oh, this is so evil. I love this Talon so much. The technician shrugged. Talon grabbed the mic. He was grinning. Mr. President, on behalf of persons of color everywhere, I've got something to tell you, and you too, Uncle Claw. He had more of a way with words than the intern. It took him 10 seconds. Then there were 2 bellows. What? There's nothing up here. There's nothing up there, repeated Talon. Just rocks and craters and very low gravity. Still no worries, Mr. President. At least you can still play golf. His voice hardened. By the way, Uncle Claw, this is for my dad. This is for my dad. He lowered a saste. Oh, cute! Yeah! I love him! He's doing everything for the love of his life. Oh, I love this Talon so much. This is the best Talon I've ever read in a fan fiction. This is so very pure, evil, cute. Simp Talon. Simp Talon. This is the best. Oh, and by the way, Uncle Claw, this is for my dad. He lowered a suntan finger towards the red button. Whoops! The technician made a grab for his hand too late. The room shook with the distant effects of an almighty blast. Everyone who could move ran to the monitors as the rocket shot off into space. There were various voices over the speakers. No! No! Hey, let me out of here! Do you know who I am? I'll get you for this gadget, and you, Talon. I never went to bathroom! Next time, gadget! Next time! Meow! Everyone watched as the rocket disappeared into the clouds. The doors to the corridor flew open, and suddenly the room was filled with armed HQ agents. Brain stood at their head, his codec still open from the emergency code. Okay, nobody move. Okay, nobody move. Calmly, Spectre Gadget stepped over to Lena and the network operatives. Lena Madrigal, I'm arresting you and the entire network. Gary stepped out of the crowd. We smashed 2 more mad cells today. Everyone arrested there. And with Dr. Clogan, said Penny, there'll be little less. It won't take long to map up what's left to Mad. Right on cue, Chip Quimby appeared on the codec screen. Gadget, this is your greatest triumph. Gadget hesitated, then he extended both bionic arms. He stepped over and put them around Penny and Talon. He smiled as Brain scampered over to them. Now, Chip, here are the people you want to thank. We would never have found this place without Penny. Talon got rid of Dr. Claw, and it seems it was Brain who called you in. Oh, cute. The Chip looked impressed. Talon, your status as a junior agent is confirmed. Penny, you are hereby promoted to full agent. Brain, you can have a biscuit. All 3 saluted. Sure thing. Thank you. Sure thing. Thank you, Chief. Woo! Report on return. Oh, Lana! I love this! Oh my god, Talon, you're so brave! I love you! I'm going to argue if I saw you in person. Okay. I'm dead. Bye! I guess I'm ending this in one day. I don't know. I was at the bathroom and I received a doll. Abby doll. And I kind of disappointed by the way it looks because the shoes have no wheels, so I have to trim up the wheel racks so it will be flat. So I don't mind thinking where is the wheel or where to buy a wheel for the Abby's shoes. So let's continue. I don't know where I stop, but I hope I know. Okay. And with Dr. Clogan, said Penny, there'll be less. It won't take long to map up what's left of Mad. Right on the cue, Chip Quimby appeared. Gadget, this is your greatest triumph. Gadget hesitated, then extended both bionic arms. He stepped over and put them around Penny and Talon. He smiled as Brain scampered over to them. No, Chip, here are the people you want to thank. We would never have found this place without Penny. Talon got rid of Dr. Claw, and it seems it was Brain who called you in. The Chip looked impressed. Talon, your status as a junior agent is confirmed. Penny, you are hereby promoted to full agent. Brain, you can have a biscuit. All 3 saluted. Sure thing. Thank you, Chief. Woof! Report on return. The Chip disappeared. Gadget led his family towards the door. Oh, family! Family! Then Dr. Claw's voice came over the speakers one last time. I'll be back for you, Talon. Enjoy your wedding. And remember, there's always one last surprise. Wahahahaha! Oh no, I knew it. There was a burst of static and the communication cut out. And the world has been rocked yet again today, said the reporter, by the news that President Burger has not just conceded the election, but has left the planet. In a series of tweets, he said this was all planned. He looks forward to his new TV series, The Interns in Space. He will return on Earth to run for president again in 2024. Hey, where am I? And
And the world has been rocked yet again today, said the reporter. By the news that President Burger that just not conceded the election, but has left the planet. In a series of tweets, he said this was all planned, and he looks forward to his new TV series that enters in space. He will return to Earth to run for president again in 2024. In other news, Metro City Police made world news today with a series of arrests that marked the collapse not just of MAD, but of the network.
Talon took a slice of pizza and some of Ariane's Mediterranean salad. The whole family was seated around the table again, watching the news.
It's gonna seem quiet around here. Ariane smiled at him. I'm proud of you, Talon. At last we're free of him.
Talon thought back. I just hope no one else goes and sets him free.
I'm worried about that message, said Penny. What did he mean, one last surprise?
A jar of mayonnaise laid out of Inspector Gadget's head. He added some to his salad. Ideal treat, I'm sure, Penny. Meanwhile, we have a wedding to plan. I got some surprises for my own for that. Meanwhile, I need to get an early night. They want us to investigate that mad base I broke into and all the other mad HQs as well. Make sure there's nothing still active. I know them better than anyone. What the fuck? What? Is this Talon? Oh, yes, this is Talon. We was thought. I got some surprises of my own for that. Meanwhile, I need to get an early night. They want us to investigate that mad base I broke into and all the other mad HQs as well. Make sure there's nothing still active. I know them better than anyone. The remaining weeks slid by, and suddenly it was Christmas with a massive tree in the center of the metro city and holographic decorations at HQ. And when December 23rd arrived, Penny finally stepped into the gadget. My dad is almost here. And when December 23rd arrived, Penny finally stepped into the gadget mobile and headed for her wedding day. She stood before the minister at the altar. Do you, Talon Felonious Claw, take Pennyroot Gadget to be your lawful wedded wife? Talon didn't hesitate a moment before saying, I do. And you, Pennyroot Gadget, take Talon Felonious Claw to be your lawful wedded husband? Penny looked at Talon at the minister. She glanced back towards Uncle Gadget. Then the whole church gasped as she said, Oh my God! This is chapter 9! It's ending! Oh no! Then the whole church gasped as she said, I can't. Talon looked stunned. What? Why not? Penny turned calmly and faced him. Because you're not the real Talon. And because I've heard that high pitch before. Wait. Talon looked stunned. What? Why not? Penny turned calmly and faced him. Because you're not the real Talon. And because I've heard that high pitched noise before at HQ. Smart work, Pen. Oh, yes! There was a gap of Talon's. Oh my God! This is so beautiful plot twist! There was a gasp as Talon stepped in at Smart work, Pen. There was a gasp as Talon stepped in at the back of the church. He looked battered and grimy and was dressed in his combat suit. I knew you spot it was a clone. I've been trapped in that mad base since I went there to investigate. Lucky I have some kit with me. Oh, yes! Oh my God! No! I love this! He indicated his belt and his bracelet, then he ran towards the front of the church. Okay, everybody, Get down! Talon dived beneath the pews as a ticking sound began. The Talon claw raised its hand. Penny gave a scream. Talon! The ticking clone fired a laser beam. Gadget ran forward. Go, go, Gadget mirrored. His top hat produced a huge dressing table mirror. The beam bounced off, backfiring onto the clone. In the same moment, Penny slid up the sleeves of her wedding dress to reveal a control bracelet of her own, and generated a mini force field around the fake Talon. There was a deafening bang as the fake Talon disappeared in a ball of flame. The force field contained the blast. Everyone emerged unhurt. The minister took a deep breath. Talon wiped his forehead with his hand. I sure don't like Uncle Claus' choice of wedding present. You look terrible. Penny hugged him anyway. Talon gave a grin. He reached for the control bracelet again. No problem. He flickered and instantly was clean and tidy again. He was still dressed in black. Now! His combat suit quickly changed to cardigan jeans and then to his old mad outfit in purple. Sorry, no, that's the wrong setting. Wait there. There was a gasp as he appeared dressed only in boxer shorts. Oh my god, that's so hot! Sorry. He chuckled nervously. Sorry, that's for tonight. Oh no! We gotta do it! Oh my god! We gotta do it! Oh my god! Oh no! There was a gasp as he appeared dressed only in boxer shorts. He chuckled nervously. Sorry, that's for tonight. Wait there. There was an as he appeared in full morning suit with top hat. He took up the hat and chucked it carelessly into the congregation. Then he took Penny's hand. Okay, Reb, hit it! In their pews, Gadget and Ariane smiled. And so, said the minister, by the power invested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the... Oh, you are. Talon was, and so was Penny. Everyone was clapping and cheering as they left the church. Gadget stepped over to them. Go, go, Gadget, confetti! Ah! They're gonna do something dirty. He spluttered as the entire cloud blew straight back into his face. Professor Burns 16 was doubling as photographer. After plenty of pictures, Penny made her way to the Gadget mobile, but Talon shook his head. Not this time, Pen. I've got a surprise of my own. He reached for his wrist and activated a G portal. Come on, everyone, party time! Oh, he and Penny were the first through, and the others followed. Penny stared at the white-walled building and the deep blue ocean and the surrounding palm trees. A faint roar came from a distant jungle. It's Isla Diabolico! It's Isla Diabolico! You booked Isla Diabolico? That last time she was here, Talon had been shooting a mad promo, but it was a great place for a vacation. Oh no! Talon smiled. I thought you deserved a proper trip this time. No mad and no mad monsters. Now come on, I'm dying to try that restaurant in the pool. Oh my god. They had the restaurant La Piscina to themselves. A perspex floor covered with the tranquil turquoise water so that guests and waiting staff could stand on top. Canapes and bubbly were brought to them. Then spit roasted lamb prepared on the poolside. With a Christmas tree up as well, it was a lovely mixture of summer and winter. A 4-piece jazz band was playing seasonal songs. A 3-tiered chocolate wedding cake stood waiting. On top were 2 little accused figures in spices and shades. Everyone came up to congratulate the newlywed. You think gonna do it? I'm in the boxer part. came to congratulate the newlyweds. Chip, Quimby, and Gary and Micah and Shaky. Arian kissed Penny.
Aw, I'm so pleased Talon is married. Someone will keep him out of mischief.
Talon laughed. He hugged her. I'm so pleased I've got a mom to tell me that. Ow. Kayla was fizzing with excitement. With the gadgetinis whirling around her, she had a big, delighted grin on her face. She kissed Penny, or the 7th time that day.
Everyone at HQ so pleased. They all keep saying it's about time. Oh, sorry, I forgot I said that. Congratulations, Penny.
Oh my god, congratulations, Penny. Penny turned to see a fair-haired, bespectacled young man, William. Talon had gone up to talk to their HQ colleagues. William gave Penny a quick kiss on the cheek. Looks like the bad guy won in the end. He smiled. I'm sorry, I hear he got mad, but he makes you happy. Penny felt rather sad for a moment. Then she saw Kayla still hovering. Have you met Kayla? This is William, Talon's cousin. Hey! Kayla gave William a goofy smile, then noticed the watch on his wrist. Is that Doctor Who watch? Yes, it is! I love Doctor Who! Oh, so do I! And do you like the latest? Jodie, she's cool! I'm such a big fan. Hey, do you want to dance? Sure! Ah! She shipped Kayla and William! They went up together. Penny saw them talking and laughing. Maybe there will be another wedding soon. Ah! My goodness! I guess he watched my... Oh my god! Yes! He saw Brain. Suddenly, he was around her ankles on all fours. Like any other dog, she thought she could hear a faint of whining. This wasn't like Brain at all. She bent down. Oh, don't worry, Brain. You're not losing an owner. You're gaining a walker. You're gaining a walker. She patted him. I can't wait for all the missions you and I and Talon are gonna do together. There's sure to be some mad people still around, and then who knows? Maybe a whole new bunch of supervillains. We're going to be investigating in I can't wait for all the missions you and I and Talon are gonna do together. There's sure to be some of mad people still around. And then who knows? Maybe a whole new bunch of supervillains. We're going to be investigating evildoers for the rest of our lives. She hugged him. She noticed Uncle Gadget standing near the wedding cake. He was alone and looking rather sad. He slid over to him. There was definitely a tear in his eyes, and it was one of his gadgets. It wasn't one of his gadgets malfunctioning. He looked away hastily. It's the fumes from the speed rolls. Go, Gadget handkerchief. The hanky slid out of his head, and a glove had wiped his eye for him, and then blew his nose loudly. Penny put her arm around him. I was just telling Brain about all the investigations we still got to do. He hugged him. Thanks for, everything. Thanks for being you. Inspector Gadget looked into her eyes. Your mom and dad will be so proud of you. Aww. He quickly became his usual brisk self. Right, time for speeches. Uncle of the bride comes first, I think. He picked up the glass of bubbly from a table. Go, Gadget, glass banger. A huge mallet emerged from his head and smashed the glass. There was a laughter, but everyone was listening anyway. Gadget cleared whatever he had from a throat. Ladies and gentlemen, he paused. Does anyone think it's a little cold out here? Wait a second. He went across to the edge of the pool where he had spotted a small control panel with a dial. Penny blinked. Uncle Gadget, I'm not sure that's a thermostat. There were screams and yells as Gadget twisted the control on the perspex floor open beneath their feet.
With a series of almighty splashes, the gadgets in the claws and Penny and Talon and their wedding cake disappeared into the swimming pool. Talon bobbed to the surface. He was laughing. He swam over to Penny. After a pause, she started laughing too. She kissed. Oh, God! Chip Quimby came to the surface. He wasn't laughing. Gadget! I wanna throw this so bad. The wedding thingy. I mean, Gadget, it's not. Talon is not aware with his hair anymore. Oh, I mean, he's wet. His hair is wet. Oh, this is so amazing. Laughing is all over the pain after the pause. Okay, epilogue. Epilogue. Oh, I'm crying. This is so precious for me to read. Oh. Epilogue. 20 years later. That means 16 plus 20 equals 36. They are 36 years old already, bitch. Alarms rang throughout the HQ building as a red alert came in. Talon hurried through the corridors. He was 36 now, and his hair was swept black instead of a spike, but he still retained the dark good looks of his teenage years. Oh, he was in a smart suit and a black trench coat. He knocked on the door of the chief's office. Chief, we got an emergency. Someone set free all the animals from Metro Zoo. They're attacking key installations through the city. It seems someone's controlling them. Penny spun around her chair and faced him across his dress. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes! Yes! In front, she was her boss, named template. Oh my god! Penny's Oh my goodness! This is so very cool! Oh my god, this is so amazing! Penny spun round in her chair and faced him across her desk. In front of her was a brass nameplate, Chief Gadget. She had kept her single name for work. You better get on those. You better get on the case right away, Inspector Claw. Take the Gadget Mobile Mark III with tranquilizer darts and hurry. She gave him a flirtatious look. Then see you tonight, darling. Oh my god! Oh, they've been falling for 36 years! I mean, no, 36 years? They've been falling for 20 years! Oh my goodness! I'm dying! Oh my god! Then she gave him a flirtatious look. Then I'll see you tonight, darling. Talon blew her a kiss, then hurried down the corridor. The Mark III stood waiting for him in the transporter bay. It was his uncle's old mad vehicle, part car, part hovercraft, with fins and glass panels that lent in a menacing appearance. With the addition of a siren, it was a powerful deterrent to crime. He zoomed out of HQ and away. On the corner of the block, 10-year-old Annie and her dog stood watching, named after Penny's grandmother. Annie had her father's dark looks, but was blue eyes, just like her mother. They got daughter. They have a daughter. Annie. I think I'm going to name Annie instead of Taylor. Just like her. She was watching the news of the animal invasion on her computer watch, and had determined look on her face. I don't like the sound of this, Brain Jr. We'd better get over there to support Dad. Then I sleep tonight, darling. You better get this case now. Oh my god, where My. I don't like the sound of. I don't like the sound of this, Brain Junior. We'd better get over there to support Dad. I mean, Inspector Clow. Come on! They ran after the Gadget Mobile. Halfway down the street, a shadow fell across them as a motorized wheelchair flew over their heads. Annie looked up. Great Uncle Gadget! Gadget was in a cardigan, cotton pants, and slippers, but still had his trail by jam onto his head. He paused the wheelchair in its flight. I hear there's an emergency. Old Quimpy thinks it might be mad again. It might be mad. Back again. Let's go, Annie. Go, go, Gadget. Oh, I'll think of something on the way. With Talon in his vehicle, Annie and her dog on foot, Inspector Gadget in his chair, and Penny directing everything from HQ, they ran after the villains. Oh, this is so amazing! They've been fucking for 20 years! That's the end of my Inspector Gadget Season 5, but there may be more. The end.